Good evening, everyone, good evening, and welcome to AZMR on Zed Digital. We're going to start by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which this show was created. This show was created on the lands of the Jagera and Turrbal people. I pay respects to their elders, past, and present, and acknowledge that sovereignty over this land was never ceded. Thank you everyone for tuning in tonight to AZMR on Zed Digital. This is episode number 16. Episode number 16. Woo! That's a bit exciting. Already at 16. That's like 4 months of this, which, you know, it's kind of a lot, really, if you think about it. But maybe it's not enough. People take a while to get good at things, right? Dunno. Anyway, my name is Polly. You may have heard me on my daytime program, Kids with Class Kicking Ass, on 102.1 FM, 4ZZZ station. But this is my nighttime show. Nighttime show. Which is for sleeping, I guess. It's for sleeping. And just low sensory content so that you generally have a nice relaxing time. So, you know, I'm optimistic that that's what's going to happen. Just a nice relaxing time. Except for that one time I just talked about my opinions. But we won't talk about that. If you want to go back and listen to the past episodes, you can head to the 4ZZZ on demand service at 4ZZZ.org.au/program/AZZZMR. And that will have the last 6 episodes. If you want to listen to episodes older than the last 6 episodes, we do have some YouTube episodes. They've got just some relaxing, low sensory visuals, colourful, usually stuff going on, but not much stuff. So that might be an option for you. And if you feel like it, we have social media, which is AZZZMR.4ZZZ on the Instagram and the Facebook. So that's a bit cute. Yeah, post lots of pictures of my cat Coco on the social media. So if that's what you're into, that is the place to go to, AZZZMR.4ZZZ. Yeah, guess I better tell you what's coming up on the show tonight. We've been doing a bit of a series the last month or so, where I've been talking about, or just reading various pamphlets I got throughout the Australian Dinosaur Trail road trip I went on with my friend Danica. And this episode tonight is no exception, but they won't be specifically dinosaur trail stuff, but we will be talking about the Stockman's Hall of Fame and the Qantas Museum and reading their brochures. So I went to one of these museums but not the other. I think it was closed when we arrived. But anyway, I still have their brochures. And those are both in Longreach, which is in, the middle of the Outback in Queensland. I'm also going to be reading some lyrics from a record I have. This record is by the band Army of Champions, which is a local Brisbane band, or was a local Brisbane band. They don't really exist anymore. A couple of the members formed into another band called the Cutaways, but I'll be reading the lyrics out of that record. The record is Animal versus Man. Animal versus Man. So we'll just go and do a little bit of a lyric read there. That'll be a bit cute. And I'm also going to be reading the side effects of all the antibiotics that I've been on in the last month. If you were listening to, I think it was episode 10, was the sad birthday edition. Sad birthday edition. I think that I mentioned that I was a bit unwell. And then in a later episode, I mentioned that I was less unwell, which, wasn't strictly true, but I was just more coping with it. Anyway, I've been on 3 different antibiotics in the last month, and I'll be reading the side effects of those antibiotics. We'll see if they're different. They might be the same side effects, but I'll just be reading the booklets or brochures. They didn't actually come with them because nobody prints anymore, but I did find the brochures on the data sheets, whatever they're called, on the internet. So that will be fun. We'll also be reading some cards. I know we did that. Was it last week? I think it was last week. We've done this recently where I read kind of playing cards. These aren't playing cards, but they're crystals cards. So it's just kind of a deck of cards, but each one has a different crystal on it and has a description of that crystal and what it is supposed to do for you. So we're going to read a few of those. There's quite a lot, so maybe not all of them, but we'll see how we go. And then, of course, we'll be playing some gentle piano, just some gentle piano, just to see you out into the land of snooze, and help you drift off to sleep. Probably. So, buckle in, everybody. It's time for AZMR episode number 16. AZMR episode number 16. Let's go. Okie dokie. So we're going to start off with talking about the Australian Dinosaur Trail Sidequests that Danica and I went on. So if you haven't tuned into a previous episode when I've been talking about this trip, a few years ago, my radio co-host for Kids with Class Kicking Ass, which is on Saturday mornings, 10 a.m. till midday on 102.1 FM for AzZzMR. Danica and I went on a road trip all up the coast of Queensland up to Townsville, and then we went inland, and then we came back down and we came through the Australian Dinosaur Trail in the Outback of Queensland, which is the Australia's dinosaur capital of Australia. So that was a really cute time, but we also went on some side quests. So the whole goal of the journey was the dinosaurs, but we pretty much went on like non-stop side quests. And one of them, I'm not sure why I'm still calling it side quests. There's a new Zelda game that comes out next week, so maybe I'm thinking about all the side quests I will do while playing that game. I guess. I'm very into Sidequests, actually. I really enjoy playing video games, but something about the main quest just feels like too much pressure sometimes. So I'll do all like the side quests and try and get them all smashed out. And then I'll be like, and by the time like I will have built up my experience to a level that the enemies in the main game will be harder or something. Anyway, I just I don't know. I leave the main quest usually as late as possible. Well, that's how it's kind of worked in the last couple of Zelda games, but this one's not quite the same as those two kind of Skyrim meets Zelda games. So maybe it'll be a bit more linear. Anyway, I've been distracted talking about a game that I want to play. It's fine. Anyway, side quests. On the way back, after we'd done all the dinosaur stuff, we still had several stops to make, and one of them was in a town called Longreach. And in Longreach, there's a couple of museums. There's actually quite a few things to do in Longreach, I think, considering it's out in the middle of nowhere. But one of those things is the Qantas Founders Museum. And another thing is the Stockman's Hall of Fame. We did go to the Qantas Museum. I think we spent the better part of a day there. There's quite a lot to it, and we ended up going on like one of the tours where you go inside one of the big aircrafts and you walk out on its wing, and then you sit in the cockpit and have a cute time and touch stuff, I guess. I enjoy touching stuff. There was one thing that we didn't get to do, which was like a special light show, I think, that they have in the hangar with all the aircraft. And I can't remember. It just seemed cool, but I think it was only at night, and by the time, I don't think the dates matched up, like the nights that we were going to be there didn't match up with when the light show was happening, so we didn't get to do that one, but that's fine. We got to do lots of other stuff. And I think that we didn't get to go to the Stockman's Hall of Fame. We went there, but it was closing, so we kind of only got to the door. But that's fine. I'm still going to read the brochures that I have for these two places in Longreach, and maybe you'll decide that you want to go there. Definitely, if you are out that way, go see some dinosaurs, because that's the best part about the dinosaur capitals of Australia. And it's only like a few hours further past Longreach, and if you're already out in the Outback, well, you might as well go see some dinosaurs, mate. Anyway, we're going to start off with the Qantas Founders Museum, because yes, I really did enjoy it. I learned a lot about how Qantas was founded in how like aircraft in Australia kind of started and why, and there's a lot of history there, and I really enjoy a spot of history and some cool big planes. And there were some smaller planes and other various machinery. And yeah, it was a pretty good time. Anyway, so Qantas Founders Museum, Longreach, Queensland. Qantas Founders Museum is dedicated to telling the story of Australia's national airline, Qantas, which began in Outback, Queensland in 1920. Enjoy the interpretive displays, interactive exhibits, replica aircraft, the 1922 National Heritage listed Qantas hangar, and an impressive collection of genuine artifacts, including some significant aeroplanes. Experience the Platinum Tour to view the new Super Constellation display. Go behind the scenes and experience a wing walk on the Boeing 747 and 707. The museum has a fully licensed restaurant and gift store with souvenirs, clothing, accessories, books, and a range of Qantas memorabilia. To celebrate the centenary of Qantas in 2020, the museum has a variety of centenary events, including the launch of a new light and sound show night experience, projecting onto the fuselages of the museum's iconic aircraft. That's the one that we didn't get to do. Oh, disappointing. Location and reservations. Sir Hudson Fish Drive, Longreach. Phone +617 4658 3737. Booking. Office hours. Daily 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Email info@qfom, that's QFOM, .com.au. Longreach, Queensland. This outback Queensland town, 12,000 kilometres west of Brisbane, holds a special place in Australia's heart as the birthplace of the national airline Qantas and home to 4 museums and cultural attractions dedicated to Aboriginal and outback history and stories. 4 museums. Did we do more museums? Heck, I can't remember if we want what the other 2 are. Did we go to them? Oh, that's... There we go. I can't remember if we went to any other museums and what the other 2 are. I don't know, maybe I'll have to go back and look through my social media posts. Anyway, the Spirit of Australia Platinum Tour. This is our premium experience incorporating all the museum has to offer. Start with a 3.5-hour guided tour for no more than 6 people of the Boeing 747, Boeing 707, and newly restored Super Constellation. During the tour, you'll see the black box flight recorders, learn how to arm the doors, sit in the pilot's seat, inspect the cargo hold, and take a walk on the wings of the Boeing 747 and 707, the only place in the world to do it. To finish the tour, enjoy the incredible views of the air park from our new 9-meter viewing platform. Oh, that's right, that was pretty cool. Forgot about that. After the tour, take the rest of the day to explore the museum and enjoy a meal in our McGuinness restaurant using your meal voucher before leaving with your personal souvenir photo. Free next day pass to the museum is available. AUD sale price $195, valid to 31st of March 2021. Packs Min 1 Max 6. Blockout dates subject to availability. Not available on 20th of June 2020, 15th and 16th of August 2020, 3rd and 4th of October 2020, 25th and 26th of December 2020. Inclusions: exclusive guide, maximum 6 guests, full 747 tour plus wing walk, full 707 tour plus VIP tour including 707 wing walk, tour of the Super Constellation, montage photo print with digital photo, access to 9-meter air park viewing platform, meal voucher $15 value. All participants must wear enclosed shoes. Minimum age 12 years. Children 12 to 17 years must be accompanied by a paying adult. 2-day pass to museum. Guided tour of the National Heritage listed Qantas hangar. Departs 8 a.m. daily by prior arrangement. Duration 3.5 plus hours, includes a 3.5-hour guided tour and entry to the museum. Booking and cancellation policy. This tour will be available from May 2020. 100% refund up to 48 hours prior. No refund available 0 to 48 hours prior. Cute. So that was the Australian Qantas Founders Museum in Longreach, Brochure. So that's a bit of a cute time. We did the wing walk. I don't remember getting a meal voucher. Maybe we did. We got a bunch of that stuff. I'm not sure if that's the package we went on, but we didn't get to do the light show, which, yeah. Maybe we'll go back. So the next is the Australian Stockman's Hall of Fame and Outback Heritage Centre. Australian Stockman's Hall of Fame, Longreach, Outback, Queensland, Australia. Now, yeah, so this one we didn't get to do, but you know what? We're just going to have to go back. The Australian Stockman's Hall of Fame is a spectacular tribute to the people of Outback, Australia. It tells the story of the rural areas from the arrival of the Aborigines more than 40,000 years ago, settled by the British exploration, the establishment of grazing, agriculture, mining, forestry, and other industries in country Australia. It follows the story through to the present day, where technologies of many kinds are playing the role in farming, business, and communications. Conceived in 1974 and founded by renowned artist Hugh Saury, it took 14 years for the dream to become reality, and it wasn't until 1988 that Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II opened the Australian Stockman's Hall of Fame at Longreach. The museum underwent a complete display redevelopment and extensive renovations project in 2003. This work has put Australian Stockman's Hall of Fame back in position as the preeminent heritage destination of regional Australia. More than just a museum. The museum is fully air-conditioned and humidity controlled for the comfort of patrons and the preservation of artifacts. Most of the museum, including the toilets, is accessible to wheelchairs. Parking. We have ample coach, caravan, and boat trailer parking. Disabled parking is also available. Boat trailer. I wonder what they'd need that for. It's the middle of the desert, guys. Come on. The Cattleman's Bar and Grill. The family-friendly restaurant offers a great range of steaks, deep dish pies, plus lots more delicious food. Catering for bus groups and individuals. It is also a fully licensed facility and can cater for your special event or function. Open April to October. We went in December, so this wasn't open when we went there. The Wool Bale Cafe. The newly renovated cafe, which provides a relaxing cuppa and light snacks such as cakes, scones, and biscuits. Outback Traders. Carries a wide range of authentic and exclusive Hall of Fame branded clothing and merchandise, souvenirs and Akubra hats, handcrafted jewelry, limited edition prints, and music section. The bookstore is renowned for its large selection of books, many with Outback themes, including a wide range of children's literature. Venue hire. A venue with a difference. Make the most of your wedding, function, conference, training session, workshop, or meeting. For venue hire details and packages, please contact 07465822166 or email info@stockmanshallofFame.com.au. Our facilities. The galleries. The museum depicts important aspects within 5 main themes: discovery, pioneers, outback properties, royal flying doctors, and stock workers and library of unsung heroes. The theatre. Displayed every hour, a 15-minute presentation filled with both breathtaking and heart-rending images of the men and women of the bush and the land they live in. The Hugh Saury Art Gallery, named in honour of the founder of the hall, artist Hugh Saury. The gallery showcases a range of Outback artists and travelling exhibitions. Dr. Bruce Yates Memorial Cottage, built by R.M. Williams with the assistance of many craftsmen and local volunteers. The cottage, a beautiful sandstone building, is a replica of a property homestead. Outback Stockman's Show. The live show tells the story of real-life stockmen and women who work on the land. It encompasses the modern-day aspects of being a stockman, as well as telling the tales of what it used to be like in the past. The show entertains and runs between April and October, daily at 11 a.m. from Tuesday until Sunday. Enquire at the hall for the live dinner show at Cattleman's Bar and Grill. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter to keep updated with news and events. Open daily from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Closed Christmas Day. Tel 0746582166. Email museum@stockmanshallofFame.com.au, www.stockmanshallofFame.com.au. Disclaimer. Please note our opening hours may vary without notification. Well, there you go. That's the Australian Stockman's Hall of Fame brochure. Yes. It did mention Akubra hats and souvenirs at one of the places, and just a side note on that. There was a point when we were travelling from Townsville where Danica was like, as soon as we hit the Outback, we need to get Akubra hats. It's the rule, because that's what people do in the Outback. And then we were like, how will we know when we're in the Outback? How will we know? And I think I wasn't driving at the time, or maybe, I don't know, whoever wasn't driving googled, how do we know when we're in the Outback? How do we know? And worked out that it was when you are west of the Great Dividing Range, then you're in the Outback. And then we were like, okay, well, where's the Great Dividing Range? And because I think at that point we were driving steadily uphill but very slowly, we didn't notice that we were going up onto kind of a more mountainy bit. I think at that point we were a bit too north to be like proper Great Dividing Range, but we were definitely on a taller piece of land. I don't know. And we pulled over at this like lookout because I think maybe we were just swapping who was driving. I thought that was a cute spot. And I think or maybe that's when we Googled, can't remember. And we were like, oh, do you think we're on the Great Dividing Range now? Do you think this is it? And then we literally drove like, I don't know, 30 seconds, I don't know, like a couple meters up the road. I don't know, 100 meters, I don't know, not far up the road. And there was a sign that said, welcome to the Outback. You are now entering the Outback. And we were like, should have just waited for the sign. We'd been speculating for like 2 hours. Are we in the Outback now? Is it now? Is it now? But no, not until you get to the sign that says, welcome to the Outback. And then we were like, well, now we have to find some Akubras. And we just kind of assumed that we would get knockoff, like Akubra style hats. But we ended up finding this little kind of convenience store, I guess, gift shop in Winton that sold like, I just remember the sign on the side of it was like tobacco, cassettes, firearms, and Akubras and towels. That's right. So we were like, we'll just go there. And I got a pink Akubra, everybody. So that was a good time. And then proceeded to wear it constantly while we were in the Outback. Because, that's what you do. Okie dokie. Well, look, I feel like that's enough talking about the Australian Dinosaur Trail Sidequests that I went on all those years ago. So I'm just going to move on to the next part of the show, which is reading the Army of Champions lyrics. So I cracked out this album because I ran into my good friend Emmy from this band last weekend. Actually, ran into is a bit incorrect, I guess, because I specifically went to an event to see her play. So I just ran into, yeah, you get it. But Emmy's always been someone I really admire as just a person, but also as a musician. I just think she's kind of amazing, and I find her songs really kind of personal and meaningful. I know when I started writing songs for the band, or when we started being in the band, and a lot of our songs are not super serious, but when I vaguely just remember having a conversation with her about writing like personal songs in the middle of the night in Crowbar, so it must have been pre-pandemic. Yeah, like way back at the start, like 2019-ish. And yeah, just about, I guess, I don't really specifically remember, actually. I just remember visually where we were sitting. And there's definitely some songs I've written that are more personal. But obviously I don't have the songwriting prowess that Emmy has, or the just, I don't know, that just songs seem quite meaningful a lot and really catchy as well, and lots of singing along to do. So, you know, just great person, great musician. But she does solo stuff, and that's what I went to see last weekend at, where were we? Ether Brewing, where they did like a Death by Mullets, I think's the barber, kind of hairdressing barber people to raise money for something. And I was going to get them to shave my legs, but, you know, didn't end up asking them. And that was a bit silly of me because they totally would have done it. Cool. So anyway, they were giving like haircuts and the money went to charity, but also there were bands or musicians, solo musicians playing. And so I saw Emmy, who I haven't seen in ages, and I was like, oh, I really love Emmy. And then I had this idea that I was just going to read out lyrics from records, and then I thought I would start with one of Emmy's bands, Army of Champions. I did actually tell her about AZMR while we were chatting, but I'm hoping she doesn't actually remember, because I think it would be terribly embarrassing if she were to check it out, like for this episode, only to find me just like gushing about how much I admire her. So terribly embarrassing. Also, maybe because she doesn't want me reading her old lyrics, you know, because lyrics can be like deeply personal, and this album is from like 2012, and we don't always relate to, you know, personal stuff we wrote even a couple of years ago, but we're still kind of like attached to it. Like, take me reading my very old teenage poems here every few weeks, which I think there was one like some of those poems last episode, but I can be detached enough to judge them for being like super cringe and not entirely remember what they're about, while still being not entirely detached from them, if that makes sense. I don't know. Anyway, I guess it feels a little weird to be subjecting one of my friends to the reading of teenage poly poems treatment, even if all of it already exists in the world, with or without my existence. I don't know. I just hope Emmy doesn't remember that I told her about this for at least another week, and that she also doesn't know how to use the Zed on-demand service. So that's the goal. So we're going to read lyrics from Army of Champions, Animal vs. Man, Final. So on the front, okay, I can't even describe the picture. It's like a kind of a tree thing with like a beetle and a fellow with a skull head thingo and lots of skulls, and there's a snake and a caterpillar and a mermaid and some lady with a chicken for a head and a knife and some more beetles and some more snakes. And yeah, I don't really know what's going on here. It's art, everybody. It's art. Animal versus man. On the back, we have more kind of abstract skeleton situations. Side A. 1. Before wear bones. 2. Shake out the moan. 3. The day away. 4. Dream you had. 5. Just a little time. Side B. 6. Hero in paradise. 7. Home. 8. Rhythm and tone. 9. Burn 'em down. 10. If you're drinkin' to forget, please remember to pay first. Arrest Records Australia .bigcartel.com and arrestrecordsaustralia.bandcamp.com. Arrest Records Australia P.O. Box 527 Kalanga, Queensland 4503. And this record was number 83 out of 300. I actually kind of first met Emmy at an Army of Champions film clip, like at someone's house, possibly her house, I don't know. I think that we had sort of met prior to that, but we were just kind of acquaintances. And I ended up being at her film clip because Jodie and I were at the radio. It was a Saturday morning. We were at the radio, and probably Kids with Class kicking ass, but I think this was before I was on Kids with Class kicking ass. And then Jodie, I think maybe I was driving, because Jodie and I had had a big night probably, and Jodie was probably still drinking or too hungover or alcoholed up from the night before to drive. So I was driving, and she was like, oh, I have to do the lights at this film clip. I'm bringing the lighting, and can you drive? It's on the south side somewhere. And I was like, sure. And I didn't really know what was happening, but off we went to the south side to this Army of Champions film clip filming, and sure enough, Jodie had lights and probably became friends with Emmy then, I think. And there were a few people there I knew, and a few people there I met on the day, and I think I'd had about an hour of sleep the night before, so possibly Jodie and I were just still going from the night before. And I remember falling asleep in like a hammock or something, and then like for about an hour during it, in a bit that I wasn't needed, when they were doing like band shots or whatever. I think I was just part of the crowd, by the way. I say when I wasn't needed, I was just in the crowd. But when, there wasn't audience participation, I had a nap in the hammock or a chair or something. And then when I woke up, when it was kind of time to do a thing, and someone just like literally woke up, stood up, and someone hands me a soso. It's just like a sausage in bread with onions. And it was just what I needed, I guess. Just what I needed. Okay. So it's a weird memory to have, just me getting a sausage at someone's house who I didn't really know that well. But I made a lot of really good friends that day. And then we ended up going to another gig afterwards, because I had a second win by that point, because I had a whole hour of sleep. I don't know. Anyway, not much has changed. I'm still not very good at decisions. So I'm gonna pull this out of the sleeve, the vinyl sleeve. There we go. So I've got the lyric sheet as well as the record, which I probably don't need to pull out, so maybe I'll just put that one back in, which is harder to do. There we go, we don't need that one. But we have the lyrics sleeve thingy. It's like a booklety. Not a booklet, it's just one bit that's been folded in half. And it's got a beetle on the front. And we're going to start with Before We're Bones. So the way it's laid out, the text is kind of janky, like it's not lined up and it's not super straight, and there's different kind of widths between the lines. Some of them are bunched and some of them are separated. And there's bold bits and not bold bits and italics and not italics, and it doesn't seem to match up with like this bit's a chorus so it's bold. No, it's not like that. So actually it is like that in some spots, but it's mostly kind of random and janky, but like in an artistic way that I quite enjoy. So Before We're Bones. You sang This Is It. This is where we become all the things that we've become. Then it's bones in the dirt, left starving for more. Are we strong? Strong enough to reach out and scrape for gold? Are we young, able and bold, in flight and blood? Before it's gone, it's gone, it's gone. Chorus. This is the fire we hoped would start. Now don't it feel like we've got to get out of this place? Don't you feel a hunger for the world sometimes? When everything here is covered in dust, when not a word is understood, and we are alone when we are every sad song that's played out of fear. Into the glow of the night I want the streets and burning light. I want the tide. I want the sun smashing out of the sky. Before it's gone, it's gone, it's gone. Chorus. This is the fire we'd hoped would start. Now don't it feel like we've got to get out of this place? Don't you feel a hunger for the world sometimes? Like a wheel that doesn't turn, or like the muscle and the skin and the flesh that burn. Just for a taste of the wilderness animal sometimes. Into the night, into what it's got. They got gods that they pray to and you never knew. Into the night, into what they got. Oh, and lovers that they pray for, and you never knew that. Shake out the moan, shake out the moan. Roar of a night train before the sky can open up. Blessed things always have to end, therefore be forgotten. He's felt them in his skin, these sharp little knives of Lowtown, now just a burnt out memory, just like the rubber on his soul. It's like you run anywhere that you can, just to shake out the moan, and you see it everywhere that you turn, shake out the moan. He's just an animal versus man. For the prettiest girl in town, what he craves is the taste of flesh, and just the heat of her skin. He tries to force it, trigger worth every bullet spent. He felt his heart stop beating the very second they pulled it. It's like you run anywhere that you can just to shake out the moan, and you see it everywhere that you turn. It keeps getting louder, this machine inside. Red is the colour, blue is the moon outside. Whoa, oh, goes the machine inside. Red is the colour, blue is the moon outside. The day away, the day away, the day away. There's a stain left on the wall, like a scar that was never meant to heal. Oh, I've been playing this trick for years, and I won't break any habits I partake, or any will that you choose to bear your own way. Oh, we've been playing this road for years. Now let's just play this day away. I found the little hidden part in the corner yard behind the crooked barn, and I've heard of all the different ways to catch a tear, and all your tiny secret fears kept in boxes underneath the stairs. Now dust the dirt out of your clothes. Come on now, let's just dust this day away. I can remember how it felt from the outside looking in, and I remember my imagination running wild, and I remember how you looked in all the glory of your skin as I left my imagination running wild. Dream you had, dream you had, dream you had. Engines cough into the morning, and they belch like the start of invasion. Dogs in the street start howling, kids at feet are bawling. It's all like being pulled out of a dream you had, like being pulled out of a dream you had. No time for explaining, no use in feeling at all. A night of straying, a voice like rain, and it's strained. It's like a memory from a dream you had. It's like a cure for all this pain you have. It's like a memory from a dream you had. It's like a cure for all this. Chorus. It's just like you've lost what you had found somewhere in the shadows, cast here on the ground. And if this bridge gets washed out, is there any chance in hell to get around? Chorus. Is it just like you lost what you'd found? When did these clouds start casting shadows on the ground? You just gotta keep telling yourself they are all just memories from a dream you had. They are all just memories from a dream you had. Just a little time, just a little time, just a little time. There's the part you have ignored, cold and rusted on the floor. You found the taste but lost the faith. No more light shining through the door. What was the end now will begin. What was strong has gotten thin. And the cold, cold rain, as it trickles down, it seeps into your skin. Chorus. Just a little time and I won't fight, and you can take me away. Climb up that crooked line, the tree gets strangled by the vine. Oh, you, your sister's brother, your mama's doubt, your father's wasted time. Chorus. Just a little time and I won't fight, and you can take me away. Oh, straight out of the ground, into the horn you hear a sounding, just the night pouring down from somewhere high above, straight out of town, just the sound of your chest a pounding, a month's worth of madness, oh poor saint, oh fool. Hero in paradise, hero in paradise, hero in paradise. We tore our pockets into shreds. We shared the life out of a cigarette, slept at the bottom of the world. Woke up, it looked perfect, but we walk like we're on top of it, and shine like we're not gonna do a thing about it, like the light of the world. We are the kings in the dirt with the sun shining down on our faces. We are the heroes and drunks, we are the lions breaking out of the cage. Chorus. These streets keep us buried in them, and every house that lines the way has a million stories to tell. Oh, these streets keep us buried in them, and every song that we sing as one has its own story to tell. I do my best not to forget every line my father said about giving everything for nothing back. It's a nowhere road for a nowhere soul, heading east and never west. I scratched them into an overpass like the words were his own. We are the kids leaving home and not looking back for a second. We are the poets and bums. We are the drunks bustin' out of the tank. Repeat chorus. Whoa, oh, we've got nothing left. Whoa, oh, we've got nothing left to lose. Home, 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 home. Well, I woke up alone with the taste of regret, still fully clothed, not in my bed. And I'm sure I've done things that I'm glad I forget. And you know I can't promise I won't do 'em again. Chorus. When the world moves in slow motion, when my feet won't touch the ground, you're all that I am, you're only better. Whoa, you're my home. Well, I'm willing to bet my whole life on this, as I watch every move you make without you knowing. And I'm sure I'd tell things that no honest man would. And you know I can't promise I won't tell 'em again. Chorus. When the world moves in slow motion, when my feet won't touch the ground, you're all that I am, you're only better. Whoa, you're my home. Rhythm and tone, rhythm and tone, rhythm and tone. Hold back on all you've thought. Keep quiet now, all you've ever said is just particles in the sand. Been beat by every chance, that's me you hear inside your chest, and I'm stealing every breath. Chorus. And while you take a shot at it all alone, I've found a place that I can call my home now. It's separate rhythm, it's separate tone. Like hell. Like every plan I've ever had, in head but never underhand, barely a tremble in the lamb. Chorus. While killing time, you murdered opportunity. I was the wind, I was the dying leaves, oh. In separate rhythm, in separate tone, you take your shot, you pull the trigger all alone. I heard it from the comfort of my home now, in deafening rhythm, in shattering tone. Chorus. While killing time you murdered opportunity. I was the wind, I was the dying leaves, oh. In separate rhythm, in separate tone, and while you take a shot at it all alone, I've found a place that I can call my home now. It's separate rhythm, it's separate tone. Burn 'em down, burn 'em down, burn 'em down. You'll never see us anymore. Animal has stripped the skin from bone, but I'm breathing still. Better than I had before. There are names and faces that I forget, and there are places that I mean to find, but just haven't yet. And I'm not haunted by it, these ghosts are home. And when the world busts out of cloud into your head, and it's the world that you've been waiting for, it's everything you could ever need. Well, I'm not so sure we are in a place we ought to be, but it's perfect to me. When you take your hand away like the dust takes to the wind, and you pull it out, it's all too perfect to be. Oh, we built our homes from the ground up, built 'em up just to burn 'em down, and we build ourselves from the inside out, just to pull it all back in. Hey, these hands are your own, and these days are your own. Don't let them go, don't let it go. If you're drinking to forget, please remember to pay first. If you're drinking to forget. And then in brackets, please remember to pay first. Cool. Well, I passed myself heading west ways, and I whispered a lie, some decrepit line about never going back. And I'm fine, you know, kid, but it's not what it could have been, and the thoughts gotten cold, And when it's down to chance, playing tails and heads, just to get you through, you know it never ends the best, and what you know could fill this empty room. Chorus. Let's get back to the water, and let it take us right out to sea. Oh, let's get back to the water. There's no reason for us to be here. With the lights I went down and then completely out, but I had time to strike a single worthless chord, and you heard it. I'm all right, you know, kid. We're just broke down and so worn out and feeling old. And when you've done your best with what the rest have left for you, you know it's always been like that, and you know you've turned out just the way you knew. Chorus. Let's get back to the water, and let it take us right out to sea. Oh, let's get back to the water. There's no reason for us to be here. Recorded and mixed by B2 at Opus Den Studios, Brisbane, January 2012. www.opusden.com, ben@opusden.com. Produced by B2 and Army of Champions. Mastered by Alan Douches and Jamal Rue. Assisted by Sean Hansen at West Side Music. New Windsor, New York. www.westwestsidemusic.com. Artwork created by Phoebe Goulter, www.phoebegoulter.com. Art layout by Sin C. Loathing. Saxophone on tracks 1, 2, 6 and 7, Matthew Barker. Guitar solo on track 4, Ben B2 Thompson. Keys on track 3, Ben B2 Thompson. Army of Champions, Emmy Hour, vocals, guitars. Tavis Fletcher, bass vocals. Joel Debble, drums. Chris Siccato, guitars. Ben B1 Fishlock, guitars, vocals. www.armyofchampions.net, www.facebook.com/armyofchampions. All songs written by Emmy Hour, constructed and performed by Army of Champions. Thanks, Greg at Arrest Records Australia, Ben B2 Thompson, Alan, Jamal, Sean and John at Westside, Matthew Barker, Phoebe Goulter, Dennis, Trotter and YDR, Gotti, Chris Hunter, Fat Louise, CJ, 4ZZZ, Scotty and James at Live Band Cast, Brittles Rickson and Dying Scene, Nick Lucas at Dal, Jono, Brock, Mark and everyone at Blood, Sweat and Beers Sydney, Ryan, Melda and Broken Bones Melbourne, Mel and Blue Murder, Headaches, Daybreak, Luca Brasi and crew, Firearms, every band we've played a show with, met, drank with, Ash and Yardbird for the solo shows, Stu Harvey, Short Fast Loud, Carly Jade, Rowan at DI Wireless, Duncan and Cam at Access Drumming, and a huge thanks to our wives, girlfriends, kids, friends and families for all the support. To anyone that we have forgotten, we are so sorry. To everyone that has helped us out in any way, we are truly grateful. All songs copyright Army of Champions 2012. And that is the Army of Champion lyrics, and I just read the back page there with all the thank yous and the credits and such. That was a bit cute. Yeah, I don't know, I just feel like all Emmy's songs are so well written. She really is so great. Even though Army of Champions doesn't exist, you can check out her current band, The Cutaways. I think they're playing a bunch of shows coming up in Brisbane. If, you live in Brisbane, that's good. Go see The Cutaways. The Cutaways actually wrote, or have my favourite song ever, which is called The Million Tiny Pieces. I just realised when I was reading that, that the song that we did the film clip for isn't on this album. I think it was called Anchor or Anchored, maybe. So that's the one that I was in very briefly, just in the crowd being like, woo. General Polly, I'm just here as the driver. And making friends, of course. Making friends. Okay, we're going to move along. What's next on the agenda? It's reading the... reading the side effects of all the antibiotics I've been on in the past month. So, okay. I've not been super well and my body's like a jerk at the moment. But what's making it worse is that the drugs I'm on are doing things to other parts of my body, I guess. So like, I feel like I'm going to throw up all day, every day. And I just feel very unwell constantly. I'm like eating a lot of yogurt and taking probiotic tablets, but also I've been on antibiotics for like 3 of the last 4 weeks, I think. And it's not stopping. The problems aren't going away. And I've been on different antibiotics, I guess in the hopes that some problems will go. Anyway, it's not great, and I thought I would just read you some side effects. Actually, I was going to read you the whole booklet, and then I realized the booklets are long and boring. And since I have 3 different antibiotics to read, I was like, I'm just going to read you side effects, and maybe I'll read you the bit where it talks about what's in them, like ingredients, and what they look like. For fun, I guess. So the first one I was on was called amoxicillin. Amoxicillin. This is the only one I don't have the box for still, or like it's not sitting in my recycling or somewhere. So I'm not actually 100% sure what strength it was. I think all of the tablets come in 250 milligram and 500 milligram. But yeah, let's just read out side effects. Side effects. Amoxicillin. All medicines may have some unwanted side effects. Sometimes they are serious, but most of the time they are not. Your doctor has weighed the risks of using this medicine against the benefit they expect it will have for you. Tell your doctor or pharmacist as soon as possible if you do not feel well while you are taking amoxicillin. Ask your doctor or pharmacist to answer any questions you may have. Following is a list of possible side effects. Do not be alarmed by this list. You may not experience any of them. Tell your doctor or pharmacist if you notice any of the following and they worry you. Oral thrush, white and sore tongue and mouth. Vaginal thrush, sore and itchy vagina and or discharge. Diarrhea, nausea, feeling sick, indigestion or vomiting. The above list includes the more common side effects. Mostly these are mild. Tell your doctor as soon as possible if you notice any of the following. Itching or any type of skin rash, unusual bleeding or bruising, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine or pale stools, difficulty or pain on passing urine, severe diarrhea, feeling hyperactive or having trouble concentrating. These may be serious side effects. You may need medical attention. Most of these side effects are rare. If any of the following happens, stop taking your medicine and either tell your doctor immediately or go to accident and emergency at your nearest hospital. Allergic reaction including wheezing, fainting, swelling of limbs, face, lips, mouth, tongue, or throat, which may cause difficulty swallowing or breathing. This is a very serious side effect. You may need urgent medical attention or hospitalization. Tell your doctor immediately if you notice any of the following side effects, even if they occur several weeks after you have stopped taking amoxicillin. Severe abdominal cramps or stomach cramps. Watery and severe diarrhea, which may also be bloody. Fever in combination with one or both of the above. These are rare but serious side effects. You may have a serious condition affecting your bowel. Therefore, you may need urgent medical attention. This side effect is rare. Do not take any anti-diarrhea medicine without checking with your doctor first. This is not a complete list of all possible side effects. Other side effects not listed above may occur in some patients. Tell your doctor or pharmacist if you notice anything that is making you feel unwell. Ask your doctor or pharmacist if you don't understand anything in this list. There's definitely some things in the list that I have had, like even in the serious part that I was supposed to tell my doctor about, but anyway, it's fine. This was the first one I took, so this was like a month ago, so it's fine. Product description. What amoxicillin looks like. Amoxicillin capsules are available in 2 strengths, each in a blister packs of 20 capsules. 250 milligram yellow/yellow capsules with RX654 printed in black on both cap and body. 500 milligram maroon and yellow capsules with RX655 printed in black on both cap and body. Those I must have been on 500 because I remember the maroon and yellow. Not all strengths, pack types and or pack sizes may be available. Ingredients. Active ingredient. Each capsule contains either 250 milligrams or 500 milligrams of amoxicillin as trihydrate. They also contain the following inactive ingredients. Magnesium stearate, microcrystalline cellulose, gelatin, sodium lauryl sulfate, colloidal anhydrosilica, cross-carmelose sodium, titanium dioxide, iron oxide yellow, iron oxide red 500 milligram only, iron oxide black 500 milligram only. The capsules are printed with TechPrint SW9008 black ink proprietary ingredient number 2328. Amoxicillin capsules contain phenylalanine and sulfites. Amoxicillin capsules do not contain lactose, sucrose, gluten, or tartrazine. I didn't have the actual booklets. I got these from the internet, so I assume they're the same ones because the picture matched, but you never know. Anyway, that's the amoxicillin booklet, which was the first one I was on, and let's see. Next, I'm going to do the Staphylex. So this one I was on for 1.5 courses and stopped because it was working and then it suddenly wasn't working. And then they switched me to the one I'm on now. So the Staphylex I was on for a bit longer than the other ones. So let's read out some side effects. Tell your doctor or pharmacist as soon as possible if you do not feel well while you are taking Staphylex. Staphylex treats infections in most people, but it may have unwanted side effects in some people. All medicines can have side effects. If you do experience any side effects, most of them are minor and temporary. However, some side effects may need medical attention. Do not be alarmed by this list of possible side effects. You may not experience any of them. See the information below, and if you need to, ask your doctor or pharmacist if you have any further questions. Less serious side effects. Nausea, vomiting or an upset stomach, diarrhea, a mild rash, oral thrush, white, very sore tongue and mouth, vaginal thrush, sore and itchy vagina and or vaginal discharge. What to do? Tell your doctor or pharmacist if you have any of these less serious side effects and they worry you. Serious side effects. Any type of skin rash, itching or hives, swelling of the face, lips, tongue or other parts of the body, shortness of breath, wheezing or troubled breathing. What to do? Stop taking Staphylex and tell your doctor immediately, or go to accident and emergency at the nearest hospital if you notice any of these serious side effects. very serious side effects. Watery and severe diarrhea, which may also be bloody. Severe stomach cramps. Tiredness, headaches, being short of breath when exercising, dizziness and looking pale. Bleeding or bruising more easily than normal. Frequent infections such as fevers, chills, sore throat or mouth ulcers. Yellowing of the eyes or skin, jaundice. Painful, swollen joints. Aching muscles, muscle tenderness or weakness, not caused by exercise. Irregular heartbeat. Dark or cloudy urine, blood in the urine. What to do? Tell your doctor immediately or go straight to the emergency department at your nearest hospital if you notice any of these very serious side effects. You may need urgent medical attention or hospitalization. I'm sure it's fine. It's fine. I'm seeing the doctor again on Monday. Don't worry, everyone. Okay. Tell your doctor or pharmacist if you notice anything else that may be making you feel unwell. Other side effects not listed here may occur in some people. After stopping Staphylex, tell your doctor if your skin and or eyes have turned yellow, jaundice, whilst on or soon after you finish taking Staphylex. Tell your doctor immediately if you notice any of the following side effects, even if they occur up to several weeks after finishing treatment with Staphylex. Watery and severe diarrhea, which may also be bloody. Severe abdominal cramps or stomach cramps. Fever in combination with one or both of the above. These are rare but serious side effects. Staphylex can change the bacteria which are normally present in the bowel and are harmless to multiply and therefore cause the above symptoms. You may need urgent medical attention. Reporting side effects. After you have received medical advice for any side effects you experience, you can report side effects to the Therapeutic Goods Administration online at www.tga.gov.au/reporting-problems. By reporting side effects, you can help provide more information on the safety of this medicine. Always make sure you speak to your doctor or pharmacist before you decide to stop taking any of your medicines. Product details. This medicine is only available with a doctor's prescription. What Staphylex contains. Active ingredient, main ingredient. Flucloxacillin, sodium. Monohydrate, 250 mg or 500 mg per capsule. Flucloxacillin. That's a word. Okay. Other ingredients, inactive ingredients. Povidone, purified talc, sodium starch glycolate, microcrystalline cellulose, magnesium stearate, iron oxide yellow, iron oxide red, brilliant blue FCF, titanium dioxide, gelatin, potential allergens, trace amounts of sulfites. Do not take this medicine if you are allergic to any of these ingredients. What Staphylex looks like. Staphylex 250 mg is a size 2 capsule with yellow body and black cap. Staphylex 500 mg is a size 0 capsule with yellow body and black cap. Staphylex is available in blister packs of 24 capsules. So I was on Staphylex 500 and I'm also on the next one is a 500 as well. So I guess I'm just 500ing it. Which is probably why I feel so darn sick all the time. Okay, so that was Staphylex. We've got one left, and that's the one I'm currently on. It's called Cephalexin. So let's give this one a go. Oh, this one's got quite a list of side effects. Good. Love that for me. All medicines can have side effects. If you do experience any side effects, most of them are minor and temporary. However, some side effects may need medical attention. See the information below, and if you need to, ask your doctor or pharmacist if you have any further questions about side effects. Less serious side effects. Oral thrush, white, very sore tongue and mouth. Vaginal thrush, sore and itchy vagina and or discharge, itching in the genital/anal areas, mild diarrhea, mild stomach upsets such as indigestion, feeling sick and or being sick, nausea or vomiting, abdominal pain, dizziness, tiredness, weakness or headache. What to do. Speak to your doctor if you have any of these less serious side effects and they worry you. Serious side effects. Fever, itching or any type of skin rash or blistering, peeling or flaking skin. Aching or swollen muscles, joints or joint pain. Severe vomiting and or stomach pain. Yellowing of the skin or eyes and or pale stools, dark urine, jaundice. Watery and severe diarrhea, which may also be bloody. Bleeding or bruising more easily than normal, frequent infections such as fever, severe chills, sore throat or mouth ulcers. Feeling agitated, confused or seeing or hearing things that are not there. Seizure, reduced ability to think clearly or concentrate, memory loss, drowsiness and personality changes. Sudden, brief, involuntary twitching or jerking of the muscles. Severe abdominal cramps or stomach cramps. Severe blisters and bleeding in mucosal sites such as lips, eyes, mouth, nose, genitals, that may cause the skin to peel, sometimes occurring with fever and flu-like symptoms. Symptoms of an allergic reaction including cough, shortness of breath, wheezing or difficulty breathing, swelling of the face, lips, tongue, throat or other parts of the body, rash, itching or hives on the skin. What to do? Call your doctor straight away or go straight to the emergency department at your nearest hospital if you notice any of these serious side effects. Tell your doctor or pharmacist if you notice anything else that may be making you unwell. Other side effects not listed here may occur in some people. Reporting side effects. After you have received medical advice for any side effects you experience, you can report side effects to the Therapeutic Goods Administration online at www.tga.gov.au/reporting-problems. By reporting side effects, you can help provide more information on the safety of this medicine. Always make sure you speak to your doctor or pharmacist before you decide to stop taking your medicines. Product details. This medicine is only available with a doctor's prescription. What APO cephalexin contains? Active ingredient. Main ingredient, cephalexin monohydrate. Other ingredients, inactive ingredients. Lactose monohydrate, gelatin, iron oxide yellow, brilliant blue FCF, sunset yellow FCF, titanium dioxide, magnesium stearate, Tech Print SW9008 black ink, purified water. Potential allergens. Lactose may contain trace amounts of sulfites. Do not take this medicine if you are allergic to any of these ingredients. What APO cephalexin looks like. 250 mg capsules. Dark green and white self-locked hard gelatin capsules of size 2 imprinted with RX656 in black ink, containing white to off-white granular powder pellets. 500 mg capsules, dark green and light green, self-locked hard gelatin capsules of size 0, imprinted with RX657 in black ink, containing white to off-white granular powder pellets. Blister packs of 20 capsules. Cool, so that was the one I'm currently on. Yeah, look, I definitely got more of the side effects than I thought I had. And there's some in the serious ones that I actually haven't told my doctor about because I was like, oh, that's weird that that's happening. But it's fine. It's fine. I've been going to the doctor like every few days, so don't even worry about me, everybody. It's fine. It's fine. They did tell me if I start to get like a fever or yellow, like if I go yellow or have yellow eyes, that I should take myself to the hospital. So that's good. I guess that I haven't had those things. Anyway, speaking of which, it is actually time to take my drugs. So these last two I've had to take every 6 hours which for someone who doesn't sleep is actually fine. Because I was like, am I going to have to take one in the middle of the night? Jesus. But it's fine because I'm like always awake, so don't even worry. Okie dokie, so that was the Cephalexin tippy tappy package sounds. And yeah, cute time. Just taking my drugs. Yeah, cool. So that's, thanks for tuning in to AZMR, everyone. If you're still here and you've gotten through all the side effects of the antibiotics that I'm taking or have taken in the last month, well done. And yeah, we actually don't have much show left because I've been talking too much. What a surprise. But we do have these crystals, the Stone Deck, 78 crystals to energize your life. I got this for like $4 and I thought it would be good to read. It says on the back, energize your mind, body and spirit with this luxe deck of 78 crystal cards. Each card features a dazzling stone on the front and an illuminating description on the back, and an accompanying booklet offers tips on how to use and care for your gems. Select a crystal based on your needs or close your eyes and pull a card to see what the universe has in store. There's no such thing as random. Brimming with mystical wisdom on love, sex, strength, clarity, and productivity, this enlightening deck makes it easy to cultivate good vibes whenever you need to, wherever you are. Text by Andrew Smart, photographs by Jason Witch. Crystals, the Stone Deck. Okie dokie. So let's open this up. pull them all out. Okay, we're going to do this like the choosing them at random. I don't think I'll get to read them all tonight, but hopefully I remember where I'm up to and can read the rest another time. So I guess we'll pull them at random. Obviously, where this show is going, one's about health would be ideal. Can you make me healthier, you stones? Okay, how are we going to do this? There's so many, I can't hold them all. I'm just going to cut the deck a couple of times and we're going to find a random card. Okay. Ooh, this one's a good card, I think. Okay, it's got red crystals on one side, and then on the back it says ruby, 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 ruby. What it is, hot pink to cabernet red. Ruby is a precious gemstone that has bedazzled royalty for centuries. Ruby is a fearless guide and protector, pointing you in the direction of a rich, passionate life. Who needs it? Anyone with something worth fighting for. Any Aries. Where to put it? In a ring on the hand you throw punches with. In the boudoir. When to use it? When you want to show the world you're both beautiful and ferocious. When your sex life needs a heaping tablespoon of spice. When the doldrums have you down, reach for ruby and some really red lipstick, and come out swingin'. Feed your fires. Well, that's a fun one. In a ring on the hand you throw punches with. I do like rings. Can't say I do that many punches, but yeah. Cute, okay. That's a cute. Anyone with something worth fighting for, it says. What have I got worth fighting for? I don't know. I feel like lots of things. Lots of things. Okay, this is the next random card. Ooh, okay, so it's like a pinkish stone with some black bits. Rhodonite. Rhodonite? Rhodonite. What it is? With a palette of deep pink and black, rhodonite gets its name from the Greek word for rosy. Who needs it? Potential wasters. Those deeply sighing, I hate my job types. Sagittarians. Where to put it? Against your open heart, begging the universe to tell you WTF you should be doing with your life. It actually says WTF. I guess they didn't want to print the word fuck on the card. I don't know. Anyway, it's fine. We'll move on. When to use it? When that cubicle life has got you down. When it's time to drop the people-pleasing facade and start doing something that really lights you up. When you're ready to use your real, unique powers to actually make this rapidly spinning planet a more beautiful place. Go with your heart. Rhodonite. Let's just go out and buy crystals, everyone. Let's go out and buy crystals. So the next one, ooh, it looks like a tiger's eye. It's goldeny and stripy. Tiger's eye. This is visually one of my favorite crystals. So I'm glad I got this one. Tiger eye. What it is. Tiger eye is a gold-brown quartz displaying a light-reflecting optical phenomenon known as chatoyance, or cat's eye, that appears just below the stone's surface. Who needs it? The currently overthinking and mood-swinging? Geminis, Virgos. I'm definitely always overthinking. And probably mood-swinging, I don't know, definitely overthinking though. Where to put it? In a string of prayer beads hanging from your middle finger, counted during meditation along with your blessings. I think it's trying to be sassy, everyone. When to use it? When your thoughts are not your friends. When reading Jungian theories or attempting to decipher a Zen koan. When you're all raw and not enough purr. When only equanimity of mind, body, spirit, left brain and right brain can get you square with the universe. Balance your whole being. So I got Ruby, Feed Your Fires, Rhodonite, Go With Your Heart, and Tiger Eye, Balance Your Whole Being. Should we go again, everybody? Should we do a shuffle and a cut and see what other crystals that we get in the next round of splitting the deck and getting our crystals? Okay, so I just did a shuffle, and we'll do a splitsy. We'll do a split again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okie dokie. So this time we have the first one kind of is like a clear on one end, and one end it kind of looks like a bee. It's like gold and black striped. I think it might just be the lighting. This one is smoky quartz. Smoky quartz. What it is. Ranging from almost clear to nearly black, smoky quartz pairs the clarity-inducing vibes of clear stones with the protective do not cross over this line vibes of black ones. Who needs it? Glass half empty types, space cadets. Where to put it? On a chain around your neck or hidden in your pocket whenever you're certain to find difficult people in your path. Family dinner tables, conference rooms, subway cars. When to use it? When you fall prey to the emotional vampires. When you're just too spacey and can't even. When you're embarking on a spiritual journey or a journey to pick up your dry cleaning. Extra points if you're thinking, what's the difference? Arm your spiritual warrior. Smoky quartz, arm your spiritual warrior. Okay, I don't know if that one's for me. I feel like it's not. It might be for one of you out there though. Maybe that relates to you. Yeah. The next one is a yellow crystal, very bright yellow. Libyan gold tektite. Libyan gold tektite. What it is, a 28 million year old Saharan desert glass, only found in, you guessed it, the Sahara Desert. This gem is yellow but far from mellow. Who needs it? The navel-gazing and brooding, binge watchers, anyone looking to hit the street with some extra swagger, cancers. Where to put it? Hold Libyan gold tektite or this card at your will, center, just above the navel, and set some goals. Seriously, make a list, then call on the fiery beyond ancient energy of this stone to help you break through the burning desire to binge watch the day away. When to use it? When your get up and go has ghosted you. Banish your blahs. I could use that one. This is implying that the card is, with the picture of the crystal, is as effective as the crystal, which I'm not sure I 100% believe in crystal magic powers, but I definitely don't believe in a picture of the crystal having magic powers. So, you know, maybe that one being a very specific located crystal is hard to get, and therefore the best you can do is that card. I don't know. This one's funny. It looks like a little kind of capsule shaped thing, and it's got like a red half and a silver half, which if you've been listening for longer than 20 minutes, you'll know I've taken a lot of capsules lately. So this one is Shiva Lingam. Shiva Lingam. What it is: Shiva Lingams, also known as Banalingas, are phallus-shaped stones found in the bed of the Narmada River in India. In Hinduism, they can represent an embodiment of the god Shiva, destroyer of illusion and transformer. Who needs it? Yoga people? People who hate yoga. Where to put it? Wherever you seek enlightenment, i.e. on the meditation cushion, concentrating on your breath, possibly chanting. When to use it? When your ego has you feeling too small or totally supersized. When it seems like you're sucking life force through a swizzle stick instead of a bob or straw. When you've got baby making on your mind. Go all in on your essence, Shiva Lingam. Well, I don't think I'm yoga people, but I also don't hate yoga, so I don't know. I don't know if that one's for me. Okay, we've read 6 out of 78. This is going slowly. I guess I shouldn't be shuffling in between each one, and I'll just read some, and we'll have a cute time, and then I'll read some more another time. So the next one is a picture of like a kind of a browny, jaggedy looking stone, and it is astrophyllite. Astrophyllite. What it is: astrophyllite gets its name from the Greek words for star and leaf. It forms in precise brown-orange metallic blades that contain titanium and iron. Very rare and very expensive, it's found in only a few isolated locations in Pikes Peak in Colorado and in Norway and Quebec. Who needs it? Anyone with a permission slip for an intergalactic field trip. Where to put it? Wherever you go to blow the lid off, i.e. a Vipassana retreat, an energy vortex, Area 51. When to use it? When it's time to step outside of yourself, like way outside. Call on the energy of astrophyllite to electrify you with superhero purpose so you can take flight. Unlock your highest potential. Astrophyllite. Astrophyllite. This next one is a very shiny metallic looking stone, and it is shungite. Shungite. What it is: shungite is a coal-like mineral. Its carbon molecules, called fullerenes or buckyballs, form in the shape of tiny geodesic domes. It's electroconductive. It's only found in Karelia, Russia, where local spas have taken advantage of the mineral's purifying powers for centuries. Who needs it? Anybody looking to get honest with themselves. Where to put it? In your water bottle to create shungite-infused drinking water. Meditating with shungite can get the good vibes flowing through you like electricity through a neon sign that reads Yas. When to use it? When it's time to reclaim your energy from wherever it's been and whomever it's been with. Get real with your truth. Shungite. Shungite. This one's like a yellowy rock, but it's got like a whitey, bluey, greeny opal in it. Oh, and it's opal. Careful, or the opal will get in your blood. I really like opals, they're beautiful. Anyway, opal. What it is: opals are well hydrated amorphous mineraloids. Precious opals are lusted after for their rainbow sparkle, aka diffraction. Common opals form in a range of colours and can deliver sensations that are anything but common. Who needs it? The all-black wardrobe set can benefit from black precious opal's bold pop of colour and spiritual protection. Not so prolific artists can ride fire opal's burn. I'm not so prolific. It's me. Where to put it? General rule. White and blue vibe with the head, pink vibes with the heart, and black vibes with the lower abdomen. When to use it? When you have something that needs to get moving. A project, a relationship, an energetic block. Feel all your feels. Opal. Oh, I do like an opal. Oh, good. Good. Okay, what have we got here? So this is a kind of clear / white looking, I mean the background's white, so it could be clear. Hunk of crystal. Oh, diamond. Okay, so this is uncut, I guess. Diamond. What it is. Set in engagement rings, tiaras, and iced out chains. This girl's best friend of gemstones is the hardest naturally occurring material on planet Earth. Diamonds are more than just status symbols encrusted on the rich. Their radiant energy clears away spiritual cloud cover, so you can bask in the purest light. Who needs it? Who doesn't? Where to put it? Wherever you'd like to bling. When to use it? When you've just got to keep it icy. When you want to make your intentions perfectly clear. When it's time to beam your own unique light through the darkness for all to see. Own it with diamond. Shine your brightest. Diamond, shine your brightest. Okay. This is kind of a pinky looking stone. Kind of pinky purpley. With like clearer edges. Ametrine. What it is. A balanced blend of amethyst and citrine. This oh so ombre stone is heady purple and fiery gold in one powerful package. Its energy is ideal for sifting through mental chatter to unearth pure inspo and act on it. Who needs it? The chronically indecisive, Libras. I'm chronically indecisive. I'm not a Libra, but I'm chronically indecisive. Where to put it? Wherever you do your best thinking, i.e. the office or the bathtub. When to use it? If a deadline is on the horizon and you need a big idea, if you can't decide on something, swipe left or swipe right, call on Ametrine and remember, either way, everything is going to be amazing. Make your big dreams your big life. Ametrine. Okay, this one is a red stone, red crystal. Looks like a thunder egg, like a rock has been split in half, and around, like a ring around the outside is like a red, and then it goes to like purple rings, and then it goes to black rings, and in the center is all these white jaggedy crystals. Oh, so this one is agate. What it is. Agate, a banded chalcedony, comes in many forms. Elegant blue lace agate and iridescent fire agate are two. Each agate has its own unique vibe, but they all promote an energy of, wherever you are, be there. Who needs it? Work-life balance strugglers. Where to put it? Wherever you need more stability in your life. When to use it? When you want to get into your body, try fire agate. When too much screen time has you feeling disconnected from anything the slightest bit eco, try the far from aptly named moss agate, which neither contains moss nor is technically an agate, but can still hold it down. Find your solid ground with agate. We've now done 12 cards, which I think is the maximum that we have time for. Probably because I fluffed around telling you about my antibiotics for too long. But that's okay because we have plenty more cards for the future episodes. So I think I related to about half of them. Maybe a little bit, maybe like 4 of them. I'm not going to go out and buy crystals, but if I were to buy crystals, at least I would have an idea of which ones might help me with my indecisiveness and my overthinking and, whatever else I want out of them. I don't know. But anyway, I've had a cute time reading these cards. But okay, there's still so many more. There's 66 left. That's quite a lot. So we're just going to have to read more another time. Because it's time now that we enter the final part of the show. And that is the gentle, gentle piano that I'm just going to play now to help you drift off to sleep. Help you drift off to sleep. So, I'm just going to play some gentle piano. And hopefully that helps because, honestly, I was finding the crystal stuff a little bit too interesting to help me sleep. Maybe next time I'll put them at the start of the show because I did like hearing about crystal facts. So it's time now to get tucked in to bed. Get tucked into bed because it's snooze time. It's time to go to sleep. Let's just do it. So what I'm gonna do is play some gentle piano. Just a bit of noodling on the piano to help you drift off to sleep. So, good night, everyone, and thanks for tuning in tonight to AZMR on Zed Digital. And let's go to sleep. Let's go, everybody, to sleep. Good night.